What's going on, Sagittarius? My name is Vince. Welcome to 7D Tarot. If you are interested in scheduling your own personal reading with me, all the info you need is in the description box below. Check out my wife's channel over at Empath Tarot. And if this message resonates, like, share, and subscribe. All right, let's dive right into your reading. See what we got going on. 8 of Cups, very interesting. King of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Swords. Whoa, okay, so definitely, in fact, you got the 8 of Cups and 8 of Swords here. That's the synchronicity you're looking for. Spirit's letting you know there's a situation about to arise where you're going to feel like you're suffering from imaginary troubles. Something is going to happen. It's going to seem a whole lot worse than it is. But Spirit is letting you know right now, do not suffer from your imagination. You know, we suffer more from our imagination than we actually do from reality, and that is what's going on here. When this situation presents itself and you feel like, oh my goodness, it's going to get worse, it's going to get turned into something it's not, don't think that. Judge it as it goes, right? And whatever this situation is, at first, you could do something with work, for example, or we could do something with your, with love, hearing back from someone. But understand that you got to take it as almost like a second to second, millisecond to millisecond basis, and do not let your imagination make it much worse than it is. For example, if someone tells you that I may not be able to get you that job, that does not mean they're not going to be. Don't look at it as if they don't like me, they're not going to do it. Matter of fact, they're not going to get me the job, and because they don't get me the job, now I'm not going to be able to do this and do that. Do not make it worse. They didn't say they're not going to be able to do it. Just kind of go with the flow on this. Now, this applies to everything. Do not worry about how it's going to get much worse. What we're doing at that point is self-sabotaging. I need you to really think of metaphysics, quantum physics, right? Vibrations, frequencies, because that's what it is. Your thoughts, like attracts like, law of attraction, will either attract what you're looking for or really make you put you in a position that you do not want. For example, your thoughts could be the most beautiful thing in the world. This exact same thing applies for when you actually use your imagination to make it better rather than worse. Your thoughts, by using the law of attraction, law of assumption, really magnetic energy that's measurable, you can have that 10 of Pentacles energy of abundance. You can have, monetizing a passion you love doing, going to a job that's going to make your life better. But your thoughts can also self-sabotage you, not only with, subconsciously with your body language, your vocabulary, your posture, your energy that you put out, but also the vibrations around you, right? Like, for example, just like a boomerang, when you throw a boomerang, it's coming back. So imagine if you can attach something to that boomerang, right? Imagine if you can attach love to the boomerang. You throw it, the love comes back. But imagine if you attach troubles, worries, problems, whatever, words I don't even like saying because I don't like the vibration behind the word. That's how cautious I am about how serious vibrations are, how serious the law of attraction is. Once you really get into it, it's very interesting, right? When you throw that boomerang of concern, for example, or fear, anxiety, whatever, that's coming back. So you don't want to throw that boomerang, which was really thinking about it. So when something takes place in your life, when this situation arises where you're like, oh my goodness, what the heck am I going to do? Look at it from right then, that second. The game plan is, what should I do right now? That's it. At that point, do not think of, oh my goodness, it's going to get worse, and do not let it spiral. Do not let your imagination take you away, because that is extremely dangerous, and that could actually be super counterproductive, right? And again, it's not the worst case scenario. So almost having more like a robotic AI mind, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Just think about it. Imagine if something happens to a robot, right? Something happens to a robot. Robots can, for example, imagine if a robot's landlord comes up to it and says, hey, we might be selling the house. You might have to move. So a human might be like, oh my goodness, what the heck? They're going to sell the house for sure. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's going to get crazy. But a robot would be like, okay, analyzing. If it happens, I will do this. If it doesn't happen, I will do this. And that's it. I will wait to get more data. That's all it is. And I'm not telling you to be a robot, but I'm just trying to explain to you how, if you're looking for results in your life, you always look at the next step. You're not looking at 20 steps that may not happen, going down the road and fighting an imaginary battle that is probably not even going to happen. On top of that, what you did is you wrote a script, to handed it over to Spirit of what I want to happen, even though you don't want that. Why did you think about it? Like attracts like, law of attraction. That's how Spirit does it, right? Spirit, your angels and guides, the universe, does not know if you want or you don't want something. Spirit is a genie in the sky going, your wish is my command. When you think of something, whether you want it or not, it's manifesting it, right? So your wish is my command. So when you're like, oh my goodness, I'm going to lose my job, I'm going to lose my house, I'm going to lose my wife, my husband, my kids. Oh my goodness, Spirit's like, okay, I guess so. Your wish is my command. You see where I'm going with this? And that is the last thing we're looking for, Sag. Now, the beautiful part is you can use it to your benefit, right? For example, all you have to do is when your landlord says, we might be selling the house, you say, aye, Captain, thank you so much. Wish you the best. You let me know. We'll take care of it. And you're going to give me that reference, right? Wink, wink, wink. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you guys do sell it. And at that point, you can visualize them not selling the house. You can visualize them not coming up to you going, oh, you know what? We actually did end up selling the house. We love you guys. We want to keep you. Or you could visualize you finding a better house. But anything other than letting your imagination take you down a road that A, doesn't exist, and B, is going to make us suffer, right? That is the last thing we're looking for. Spirit is about abundance. Spirit is not about suffering. Suffering is a choice us humans make, right? It's as unnecessary as painting the walls every single day. You don't need to do it. The paint's gonna last. Why would you possibly do it? Same thing with suffering. We don't need to do it. Now, 2 wands, the Fool, Ace of Swords, 7 of Cups, the opportunities that await you. I see right now when you pass this test, when whatever solution you find and you do not let at all this imagination run wild for the negative, right now Spirit's gonna be like, wow, look at Sagittarius level up and ascend because of that 7 of Cups, multiple different offers coming into your life. And on top of that, you have the Ace of Swords, which means downloads from Spirit, from your angels and guides. So expect messages, expect a lot of clarity, expect the aha moment of what I should do next, enter your life. And Spirit is also letting you know that this energy also revolves around you getting out of your comfort zone. So we are given opportunities that come into our life, and these opportunities come in ways that we did not expect. The majority of the time, it gets us to get out of our comfort zone, right? For example, if we want something new in our life, then it is something that is uncertain and it is change. Uncertainty and change is ego's #1 kryptonite. It hates it, right? My ego, your ego, it's so scared. It doesn't like change. So understand that when these opportunities present itself, Spirit is telling you to take the leap of faith, right? Jump in with both feet. If your intuition, your angels and guides are telling you to do something, do not second guess it and really just go off that. Doesn't mean like don't just, do due diligence. Make sure that it is something that you want to do, but make sure it's something that's honoring your soul. Do not let fear hold you back. We talked about the imagination, right? But also make sure that your ego is taken care of as well. And the ego, when it shows up, it's like, for example, say if you told yourself, I always want to get rich, right? I always want to be someone who has, enough money to pay my bills. And Spirit's like, cool. Now, rather than, someone knock on your door with a briefcase with $1 million cash or $10 million in today's, world, with inflation, rather than that happening, imagine now you met someone and that person's like, listen, you're at a coffee shop. You're like, why don't you come work for me? I like your vibrations. You guys just chop it up out of nowhere. They say something, just give an example. And then, but it comes with this stipulation. You're going to have to move. My company is in another state or my company is across town. And you're like, so now you have a choice to make. Okay, so I have an opportunity to get rich, but I have to give something up. And that's how it always is. It's never the way we expected it. But understand that when this does happen, that we have to make a calculated decision and see what we want to do. We really want to tap into your angels and guides and really your soul, right? Honor your soul, see what it is you want to do. And at that point, really do what is, make that decision and kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Love it. Do you know what I mean? Kind of just don't second guess it. Don't tell yourself, I had to do this, right? I'll give you an example. Imagine if you have a new job waiting for you that pays you double the salary, right? But it's 1 hour away from your house. So now you have a choice to make. Either A, don't take that position, or B, take that position, but lose an hour away driving and an hour away driving back. So 2 hours a day. Now, you know which one of these is going to benefit you. Honor your soul. You might ask your soul, what should I do? Your soul may say, take the job. We got bills to pay. During that 1 hour, don't worry. All we got to do is play a podcast. It'll be great. Have some fun. It'll be your time, right? Great, go do it. Or your soul might say, don't do it. We need the time right now. Time is more important than currency. And right now, don't do it. But listen to your soul. Whatever decision you make, love it, honor it, appreciate it. Understand it was a choice. If you're driving there, tell yourself, I choose choose to drive there. Don't be like, I gotta drive there. And if you don't do it, don't tell yourself, I didn't do it. Be like, I chose not to do it because I value time more. And that's what Spirit wants. This only comes from you reflecting inwards and tapping into your soul, tapping into your higher power, tapping into source energy. When you're there, everything is effortless. And that's the energy that I'm picking up from you, Sagittarius. Be strategic and also understand that do not let your mind at all run wild, your imagination run wild. And that's just for the good, but do not suffer from it. Because again, stay in reality and keep that energy, positive and glass half full perspective. All right, Sag, 1,000 kisses. Thank you. Till next time. Ciao.